So, here is the thing about humans. We, the Vortanni Empire, spend exactly 300 cycles studying them. 300. That is longer than most species take to evolve from mud-dwelling idiots into semi-competent spacefarers. And what do we learn? Oh, so much. So very much. First observation. They are fragile. Insanely fragile. Drop them from a height? Broken. Expose them to vacuum? Dead in 90 seconds. Give them the wrong food? They erupt from both ends. Seriously, who designed these creatures? Some cosmic joker with a twisted sense of humor, apparently. My name is Krell, by the way. Captain Krell of the Vortanni 2nd Assault Fleet. And yes, before you ask, I was absolutely certain this invasion would be the easiest operation of my entire military career. Spoiler alert, I was wrong. Spectacularly wrong. But let us step back a moment, shall we? Set the scene properly, as the humans like to say. The Galactic Council had been monitoring Earth for decades. Standard procedure. Nothing remarkable. We watched them stumble through their industrial age, poison their own atmosphere, nearly annihilate themselves with nuclear weapons at least 4 times. Classic pre-contact civilization behavior. Adorable, really. Commander Thex, my second-in-command, was particularly amused. Look at them, she would say, her 3 eyes blinking in sequence. They still use combustion engines. Combustion. What is next? Will they rub sticks together for fire? We laughed. Oh, how we laughed. The Council's report was clear. Humans are Class 7 beings. Moderate intelligence. Primitive technology. Deeply divided. Ideal candidates for integration into the Empire. Translation, easy targets. So they sent us. The 2nd Assault Fleet. 50 warships. 20,000 soldiers. State-of-the-art weaponry. All of it absolutely, completely, and ridiculously unnecessary for conquering one small blue planet. Or so we believed. Day 1 of the invasion began beautifully. We emerged in orbit and broadcast our standard message. Surrender peacefully, join the Empire, and enjoy healthcare and faster-than-light travel. Resist, and things become unpleasant. Simple. Efficient. We had done this 300 times before. Exactly 47 different human governments responded. 47. They could not even agree on who should speak to us first. We intercepted their communications and listened as they argued about protocol, politics, and which nation had jurisdiction over alien contact. Thex nearly choked on her nutrient paste from laughing so hard. Captain, she gasped between cackles. They are negotiating with each other instead of us. This is priceless. I smiled. My species does not smile often, but I smiled then. Give them 12 hours to organize themselves, I said. Let them feel important. That was my first mistake. While we waited, monitoring their transmissions, enjoying the spectacle that was human bureaucracy, something interesting happened. The arguing stopped. Suddenly. Completely. Captain, my communications officer reported, tentacles twitching with confusion. The humans have gone silent. All of them. Every major government. Every military frequency. Total silence. Thex looked at me, her amusement fading. That is unusual. I waved a claw dismissively. They're drafting their surrender. Let them preserve their dignity. Second mistake. 12 hours passed. Precisely on schedule, Earth transmitted a single response. One human appeared on screen. Male. Middle-aged. Wearing a military uniform I did not recognize. His name tag read Briggs. Behind him stood representatives from every major nation. Chinese. American. Russian. Brazilian. Nigerian. Indian. All of them. Together. Unified. That should have been my first real warning. Hello. Briggs said calmly. Thank you for your message. We have discussed your offer thoroughly. And I prompted, expecting the usual groveling. We decline. I blinked all 6 of my eyes. Excuse me. We decline your offer, he repeated slowly, as if addressing someone incapable of basic comprehension. We are not interested in joining your empire. Leave our system within 24 hours, or we will consider your presence an act of war. The bridge fell silent. Even Thex's constant clicking ceased. Then I laughed. I laughed so hard my thorax ached. You will consider it an act of war? You? With your primitive rockets and chemical weapons? Oh, this is precious. Truly precious. Briggs did not smile, did not blink. He simply stared at me with those disturbingly steady human eyes. 24 hours, Captain. I suggest you take the offer seriously. The transmission ended. I turned to Thex, still chuckling. Prepare the troops. Tomorrow, we show these mammals what real power looks like. That was my third and greatest mistake. 24 hours later, we attacked. Well, we attempted to attack. That is when things became complicated. Captain, scanning Earth's surface for optimal landing zones, my tactical officer reported. Targeting major population centers for maximum psychological impact. Standard invasion protocol. Strike where it hurts. Demonstrate overwhelming force. Watch them collapse. Except here is the amusing part. When we attempted to lock on in New York, nothing. London? Nothing. Tokyo. Beijing. Moscow. Every targeting system simply failed. What is happening? I demanded, my voice rising 3 octaves higher than intended. Unknown, Captain. Our sensors are being jammed across every frequency, every spectrum. It is like trying to see through solid metal. Thex leaned forward, her confidence finally wavering. That is impossible. Their technology cannot interfere with quantum-level sensors. We verified their capabilities. Oh, sweet, naive Thex. Fine. I snapped. Deploy troops blind. Grid pattern. Cover the major continents. They cannot conceal everything. Wrong again, Krell. Beautifully, catastrophically wrong. Our first dropships launched. 50 of them, each carrying 400 soldiers. The finest warriors in the Vortanni Empire, armed with plasma rifles, personal shields, combat drones. Enough firepower to level entire cities. They made it exactly 12 kilometers into Earth's atmosphere before the humans said hello. And by hello, I mean they converted our ships into extremely expensive fireworks. Captain, we are taking fire. Multiple ground-based sources. Impossible. I shouted. Their missiles cannot penetrate our shields. It is not missiles, sir. It is... I cannot classify it. Directed energy weapons. No, multiple types. High-velocity projectiles at relativistic speeds. Electromagnetic pulses. They are striking us with everything. I watched the tactical display as ship after ship vanished. 20 vessels destroyed in under 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Recall them. Retreat to orbit. But humans, as I was rapidly discovering, do not believe in orderly retreats. Something launched from Earth. Hundreds of somethings. Small. Fast. Moving in coordinated swarms. Our point defense systems ignited, attempting to track them, but there were too many. Far too many. Defensive formation. Thex screamed. Activate secondary shields. The first wave struck my flagship, Pride of Vortanna, like a storm of enraged hornets. Except these hornets carried nuclear warheads, and antimatter charges, and devices I still cannot identify. My magnificent ship shuddered violently. Alarms wailed. Hull breaches across 12 decks. Power fluctuations cascading through the grid. Crew members shouting in 6 different languages. Return fire. I commanded. All weapons. Eradicate their launch sites. We unleashed everything. Plasma cannons capable of melting asteroids. Kinetic bombardment rods. Fusion payloads. Enough destructive force to sterilize a small moon. The humans intercepted 98% of it. Intercepted. With point defense systems we had no record of. Ow! I whispered, staring at the tactical display in mounting horror. How is this possible? That is when Briggs appeared again. Still calm. Still composed. Still wearing that infuriating expression of restrained amusement. Captain Krell, he said, as though we were colleagues sharing a quiet drink. I did try to warn you. You should have left while you had the chance. You cannot, I stammered. Your technology, the reports. Oh, the reports? He actually smiled. Yes, about those. We have been aware of your surveillance for approximately 80 years. Did you genuinely believe we would allow you to observe our real military capabilities? Please, Krell, give us some credit. My blood ran cold. Colder than usual. and Vortanni blood is naturally quite cold. You deceived us. Deceived is such an unpleasant word, Briggs replied mildly. We prefer strategically misdirected. While you were watching us pollute oceans and argue over politics, we were also building quantum computing networks, solving faster-than-light theory, developing AI systems that make your tactical computers resemble abacuses, and reverse engineering a few crashed alien vessels we happen to find. Thank you for those, by the way. Fex made a strangled sound. That is cheating. That, Briggs corrected gently, is preparation. He leaned slightly forward. You now have two options. Option 1, leave immediately. We will permit your withdrawal. No pursuit, no retaliation. Option 2, remain, and we demonstrate precisely how creative humans become when defending their home. I should have selected option 1. I truly should have. But pride is a corrosive force. Even for a Vortanni captain. We outnumber you, I declared desperately. We have 40,000 troops across the fleet. Briggs corrected. You had 40,000 troops. Current count is approximately 15,000. And decreasing. The tactical display confirmed his words. More ships detonating. More distress signals silenced. My fleet, my magnificent fleet, being methodically dismantled by a species allegedly reliant on combustion engines. So, Briggs continued calmly, what will it be? I looked at Thex. She looked at me. We both turned to the display showing our forces collapsing in real time. Retreat? I whispered. Full retreat. Maximum acceleration. We ran. The proud Vortanni Second Assault Fleet fled from Earth like prey escaping a predator. Behind us, through the static, I could have sworn I heard laughter. 3 days later, at Council headquarters, I submitted my report. One sentence. Do not invade Earth. Trust me. They believed humans were weak. That was adorable. It turns out humans are terrifying, and they have been waiting for us. Sleep well, Galaxy. The humans are coming. If this story entertained or taught you something, please like and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us grow and bring you more stories like this. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next story.